Now, fake news update section right off the top today.
Oh.
Here's Nancy Pelosi. This is her giving a little go at comedy here. I guess, she senses the dour national mood, trying to lighten it up, giving her best Howie Mandel kind of comedy thing. She's on this segment on the hack left-wing media networks. I think this is CNN. And after again, I hate the word literally because it is literally the most overused word in the English language, and it usually means figuratively. This is after I literally showed you on yesterday's show the bill Nancy Pelosi wanted to have passed with all the pork she put in there, Kennedy Center stuff. How many white people do you have on your board? Remember that? Yes, watch yesterday's show to show you the bill Pelosi won. Nothing to do with the Wuhan virus. Pelosi wanted a bill, a wokeness bill, to bail out the Postal Service. How many white people do you have on your board? This is what she wanted passed. She's now, after getting totally wrecked again, whatever I said, mistakenly complimentary about Nancy Pelosi's tactical skills, if I ever did, I'm not sure if I did or I didn't. I take it all back. This is the dumbest politician on Capitol Hill right now. She cannot get wrecked any more than she's been getting wrecked. She can't. She got wrecked on impeachment. She got wrecked on collusion. She got wrecked putting Adam Schiff in charge. She got wrecked putting Jerry Nadler in charge. Now she thought playing hardball for seeing how many white people you have on your board and bailing out the Postal Service and the Wuhan virus bill. She thought that was a great political move and got wrecked again. Constantly getting wrecked everywhere, wrecked here, wrecked there, wrecked there, wrecked all over. So here is Nancy Pelosi, again, in humiliating fashion in our fake news update. We saw Vox's fake news. Here's Pelosi's fake news. Her new talking point, Joe, is that stuff I showed you the actual bill yesterday of her nonsense they put in there, the pork they loaded into the Wuhan bill. Now she's telling us none of that existed, man. I made it all up. It's her bill, but we made it all. Check this out.
Outstanding. What is remaining that you want changed?
Well, I'm not going to negotiate on TV, but I want to have a unanimous consent. I want us to be able to go forward, it's not a bill I would have written in terms of some things that relate to family medical leave, that relate to worker protections, that ruling on worker protections, but that can be done administratively. We can find other ways. Not enough money for elections, et cetera, at this time. Everything we're suggesting just relates to COVID-19. It's not about making law for the future. It's about COVID, well, except fighting COVID-19 is for the future, but I mean, it's not changing policy except as it applies here. So again, many of the provisions in there have been greatly improved because of negotiation.
Ask you about that.
Okay, she's just making that up. You may say, well, she's talking about the bill after they stripped that stuff out. No, even that's a lie. Even that is a lie. Because what I'll get to later is Nancy Pelosi's little addition of, yes, Planned Parenthood in there. Because, Joe, if they can't terminate life in the womb, can't pass the bill then. I mean, we got to have we got to get the babies. We can't have the babies and stuff. I mean, you got to get that Planned Parenthood stuff in there too.
Right, yeah.
She's just making it. Why do you trust this person? She's just making it up. Here's President Trump, by the way, responding to that, saying, yeah, we're not signing that. You can basically take that bill you sent us yesterday, you throw that right in the garbage. Check this out.
I'm not going to sign that deal because Nancy Pelosi came in and put a lot of things in the deal that had nothing to do with the workers, that had to do with an agenda that they've been trying to get passed for 10 years. And I came in, I told Mike, I told a lot of people, there's no way I'm signing that deal. I was getting calls from John Kennedy, from Ben Sass, from many, many people. Lindsay, I was getting calls from a lot of different people saying this deal, Tom Cotton, this deal is terrible, what they've done. They took a deal. We almost had a deal the day before. And it was between Schumer and Mitch, and it was really a good, solid deal. All of a sudden, they start throwing all of the little Green New Deal stuff in, right? And the boardrooms, what they look like, and we want green energy. We want all this stuff. Let's stop drilling oil. They had things in there that were terrible, windmills all over the place and all sorts of credits. for windmills that kill the birds and ruin the real estate, right? A lot of problems. I mean, a lot of problems. And I said, I'm not signing this deal.
Windmills all over the place. Who's in your board? Good for him. Good for him. This guy, just the plain talk. I love it. I can't get enough of it. Okay. I want to get through because I really got a lot to get to, but I'm not done with the fake news segment because it's important. We had to come right out of show firing today. Again, Pelosi's not the only one doing the Howie Mandel kind of Stephen Wright. He's trying to, giving a little shot at comedy. Maybe, Andrew Dice Clay from the past, whatever it may be. Rachel Maddow, Moscow Maddow from MSNBC, the lead collusion hoaxer of all, who humiliated herself on national television for 2 years promoting the biggest hoax in American history. But Joe, she's a Rhodes Scholar, apparently. Rhodes Scholar, not a Ben Rhodes Scholar from the Obama administration. She's a Rhodes Scholar. She's smarter than you and I. Joe, you and I dopes that worked for a living, a cop and an audio engineer. What idiots we are.
Pretty dumb. Yeah.
We are. We're more. I mean, we just, come on. We actually work for a living. We're not Rhodes Scholars like Rachel.
No.
I mean, Joe, the collusion hoax. I mean, anybody would have fell for the pee-pee tape story. Anybody. So Moscow Maddow, let's call her Moscow. That's her new name. That's Moscow and Maddow. So Moscow hilariously puts this tweet out yesterday on her Twitter feed, covered by the Daily Caller. Story will be in the show notes, Bongino.com/newsletter. If you want to check out the show notes, please do. So Moscow puts this out yesterday. Don't amplify misinformation. Rachel Maddow wants the media to black out Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. Moscow is promoting. She doesn't want anybody promoting misinformation. This is the lead collusion hoaxer. Now, I'd love to hat tip, but I forgot who put this out there. Forgive me. Oh, no. This was Cernovich on Twitter. Here's an article by Times of San Diego when Moscow Maddow got sued for promoting nonsense on the air. Her own lawyer said this to the Times of San Diego. Rachel Maddow faces slapdown by UC linguistics professor in defamation suit. Sorry. So excited to get this out. This is Moscow's own lawyer admitting she engages in a lot of kind of hyperbole, hyperbolic, like, I'm not sure exactly how true this stuff is. Moscow's lawyer, Theodore J. Ted Boutros Jr., gee, that's a long name, argued that the liberal host was clearly offering up, Joe, quote, her own unique expression of her views to capture what she saw as the ridiculous nature of the undisputed facts. Her comment in this lawsuit, this is her lawyer talking, therefore is a quintessential statement of rhetorical hyperbole, incapable of being proved true or false, he said. This is her lawyer. This is great. Moscow. Joe, she's a Rhodes Scholar, man. She's a Rhodes Scholar.
You just heard the Dan Bongino Show. You can also get Dan's podcasts on iTunes or SoundCloud. And follow Dan on Twitter 24/7 @DBongino.